Hi, Ron here. Life is a balancing act, right? But then so is business. Making sure that the numbers are ticking along, the marketing sales are pulling through. In an ideal world. But what if none of the above is happening? Let us imagine what one of my clients, William, may be facing. Here's a financial director of a 3-business shared owner company turning over £5 million. He drives a Porsche, lives in a detached 4-bed house, and his kids are at private school. Imagine that you're William, and a typical scenario that you may face would be that William has a sinking feeling of being scared, helpless, withdrawn, confused. He doesn't know which way to turn or who he should turn to. As William, you hold the keys to the balance sheet of your company, and you're the only one who knows the truth. One of your biggest suppliers has just gone under, leaving you with a £3 million gap in your cash flow. You, as William, has to be the one who has to deliver that message, that dreaded message, maybe to your business partners, your accountant, the fact that you cannot get funding from a traditional high street bank or a mainstream lender, and that all your creditors will be jumping at our heels. You're thinking, will I have to take a pay cut? Or worse still, will I lose the trust of my fellow directors? What about my 20 or so employees that you may have to start letting them go as you'll struggle to pay them off? What about their livelihoods, their mortgages and their own families? The rumours and the stress of dealing with the unknown. Crikey, what do you do to tell your family that the kids can't have their favourite treat at the Hummingbird Bakery anymore? That your partner cannot get her spa treatment at that lavish 5-star hotel down the road? Or worse still, her prized Range Rover that needs to go back to the finance company? Or just carry on ignoring the facts and the figures and hope for the best that by digging your head further and further into the sand, it will go away. I can't imagine what William must be going through right now. Can you? That was William, but what about you? On the one hand, there may be £50,000, £60,000 worth of unpaid invoices, sometimes at least a couple of years old, where you haven't touched them. On the other hand, you owe your suppliers £150,000 worth of unpaid invoices. To them, the VAT man, because you thought that you'd be able to put in the level of sales to make up for it. Now what? I know. Let me carry on as if nothing has happened. Okay, so why am I telling you all of this? Because I know how it feels. I've walked on both sides of the fence. I've worked in middle management positions for large blue chip companies across a whole spectrum or a broad range of industries. I know what they think like, and I know what they're looking for to satisfy the red tape that goes with it. I know what it feels like to have to put people like you through it. But what qualifies me to know the other end of the scale? Well, at the same time, I was once upon a time in your shoes, where at the height of my career in debt and corporate recovery, just like that, my ex-wife left me in a large pile of debts. I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost it all. So deep down, I know what it feels like to be at the losing end or feeling helpless. So in a nutshell, I bring to aim the balance between your debtors and creditors so that your balance sheet is looking better and healthier than it would have been before it would have gone pear-shaped.